me start by you briefly telling us about your current quest for the legal consumption of marijuana in businesses like bars and clubs in Denver.
Sure. Well, the backers of Amendment 64 are proposing a measure for this November's ballot here in Denver that would simply allow for the limited social use of marijuana by adults in commercial establishments that want to allow it. So if a bar or a venue or an art gallery would like to limit its business to adults 21 and older, or if they have an area that is restricted to adults 21 and older and not visible to the public and not visible to people under 21, they can allow adults to consume marijuana as long as it's in compliance with the Clean Indoor Air Act. And you know, that's really what was intended here, was to let cities adopt these kinds of measures.
And tell me, I mean, why is this necessary? We've talked a lot about public consumption on this show, a lot about the absence of places that people can smoke outside of a private residence. So I'm guessing that's the thrust behind this measure.
Yeah, you know, for the same reason that people who enjoy having a beer or a glass of wine sometimes prefer to do it in places other than in a home. They like to go out and be social and be among other adults who enjoy.
I hear these bars are quite popular.
Yeah, these types of places. You know, we think that adults who choose to use marijuana should be treated the same way. And we didn't want to have a separate but equal system with only marijuana bars and only alcohol. We just wanted to allow adults who choose to use marijuana if the establishment allows it. So really there's two things. Number one is just a matter of good policy and fairness and letting adults who can legally use marijuana do so in these types of places. But number two, for people who are visiting Denver who can legally purchase marijuana, we need a place for them to use it. We don't want them to be using it in the park or on the street or another public area, but if they can't use it in their hotel room, where are they supposed to go? And so we need to give people a venue where they can go and it will be acceptable and not visible to the rest of the public.